What's up, everybody? Yeah. 20-year anniversary 9/11. That's right. It is still 9/11. That's right. I watched a little college football. Watched the Huskies lose again. Freaking losers. 0-2, man. Come on. Other than that, I watched. Oh, yeah, I watched South Carolina Gamecocks won against East Carolina. Other than that, I've been watching pretty much the 9/11 stuff all day. I watched the live event 20-year anniversary, and Bush gave a statement, and yes, Stanksville, Pennsylvania. Watched when they rang the bell for a ground zero. Yeah, the ground zero. You see the memorial like that? That's for the old towers, the South Tower and the North Tower. North Tower had the antenna on. The South has a lookout on the roof. And that's South Tower was the one that first went. Actually, North Tower was first attacked. Then the South went down first at 9:59 a.m. The North went down at 10:29. It was just chaos. I'm watching all these stories of people fighting to get out of the trade towers, hurrying, trying to get out of there and be alive. I've heard stories of some people being trapped. I heard this one police officer. He was, I think, a Port Authority officer was trying to help out, and he got trapped, and it took like all day. And the next day, they were talking about having to, cut his legs off, but they didn't. He was actually put in a coma, but he came through, lived. There was another woman. I heard a story about a woman that was pregnant, and she gave birth to a healthy child, and her daughter's over 20 years old now, and had two gentlemen that helped her out get out of the South Tower. It was. And I heard stories about people getting out in the North Tower. It just, just touches you when you hear these stories. You hear stories about the people finding flights in her flight like 93. 4 people decided to take the terrorists over in a fight for it. They literally saved hundreds, not thousands of people of the White House or the Capitol. I think it was going for the Capitol. Yeah, crazy stuff like that. Over 3,000 people died in 9/11 over 20 years ago. 343 firemen, ladies and gentlemen. 8 paramedics. Over 60 cops. Over 2,606 people died in the trade towers. Then you got the people that died in those flights. Over 150 something, 58, I believe, top of my head, that died in the Pentagon. And they were giving a good speech like that. And I always sit there and say, yeah, exactly. We should be united. America, united we stand. But lately it seems like it's divide we fall, because you got the Antifa, the Proud Boys. We should be united stand. I remember when people talk about Al Gore when was president over George Bush, and people are like, oh no, I don't know about this. But when the attacks happened, I really think George Bush stepped up. He was I think a Marine fighter like back in days, and he was really skeptical wanting to shoot Flight 93. He just like, I can't really think of what he said top of my head, but he was hesitant. He just like didn't feel comfortable with that. But the 4 heroes that took over the terrorists in Flight 93, they didn't have to shoot that cop like that, and it saved the Washington D.C., the White House, and the Capitol. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the people of 9/11. That's for you all. Just a little bit. Don't want to waste too much. Yep. That's called cheers, saluting to the people that died on 9/11, risking their lives to save others that perished, and when they shouldn't be perished at all. Just scumbag terrorists. Yeah. To Al Qaeda. Yeah. Pakistan, and at the time, Iraq. We know the biggest player back in the 90s, yeah, Osama bin Laden. And finally, a decade later, he's dead. I remember when it happened. Everybody was tooting the horns, yelling, USA! USA! We're like, hell yeah! Finally, we destroyed that motherfucker. His empire network is destroyed. Ha ha. Yeah. Yeah, then you got... Then the other players are serving life with that program, including Blind Sleep. That was another player back in the 90s. That was in the terrorist group, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I record a bunch of videos. I've dropped already 4 pieces. I'm going to drop some more later. Man, it's like a festive crack house down there or something. In and out, in and out, in and out. Every freaking weekend. Cheers, good people. Yeah. I made a fucking good alcohol rum. Got 6-pack of beers, fifth of vodka, heck yeah. I had tequila sunrise earlier. It was delicious. Absolutely. Yep. I just sit back, relaxing. I figure I have enough to watch the 9/11 stories, you know. Sometimes after a while, even 20 years later, you get enough. I know it was like that when it all happened. I mean, my eyes were like, you know, after us. I mean, I know people who were just watching it all day, just kept crying and crying. People were just sad and taken away. They felt helpless and worthless. That's how I felt. And I think it was bad. I couldn't even get to sleep. I told one of my coworkers, I said, dude, I don't think I'm coming tonight. His dad's like, you know what? You could all take the rest of the week. It's okay. It's okay. We understand. You know, we just need, we all need time to collect ourselves, to hold ourselves, you know, to be with family, loved ones. I say, and it was nice enough that our boss did that. And I couldn't even go to sleep at all. So I went to the store, got 6-pack of Tall Boy, 211s, you know, pint size. You know, I'm just sitting there like, oh God. I'm sitting there just drinking, and of course, you know, you get drinking sometimes when the emotions come in, you get more emotional. I think it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, just watching all this stuff come on. You know, yeah, I'll admit it. Yeah, I had tears in my eyes. I say, wiping down, I think I had enough of this. So I put the VCR on, put it in the movie Friday, fire up a game of chess on the electronic board, had my keyboard going. I say, here we go. This is how we do it. We're going to pimp that shit and let it roll. I must have watched Friday 2 times. I didn't get to sleep till 5 o'clock in the morning. Ended up waking like, I think 10 o'clock in the morning. Didn't get a lot of sleep because I just kept dreaming about the trade towers falling, the Pentagon, those people jumping and falling to the death. Those paramedics have to try to rescue, worrying, thinking about if people made it out. That's what that's all about. You don't forget that stuff. People, I always sit there saying as well, I know I was telling somebody this earlier, you know, a lot of times you can forget what you did last night, last week, last month. You can forget what you did a year ago. But I heard many people sit there say, I remember where I was, what I was doing 9/11. I remember exactly what I was doing. Page for page. And I'll tell you right here, and I'll break it down. I was getting up, getting ready to take a shower, and my coworker was beating my door. Yeah, he was beating my door. I heard he was ringing my doorbell, beating the door. I heard, Tom, open the fucking door. I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? What's going on, man? And I said, what? I say, dude, it's like 5:40. Dude, I was like 5:30 in the morning. What's going on? He's like, dude, you gotta check the TV on. So we turn it on, and I find out the first the North Trade Tower got struck by a plane. I said, dude, it's probably one of those private jets or one of those planes like that. You know, it's a pretty sized hole. I imagine that. I remember that vividly. But I said, dude, it's probably a private jet. You know, the guy from, you know, his probably aviation guard malfunction, or, you know, it probably, you know, a machine error. Nothing big deal. He kept saying, dude, I think it's terror. I think it's Al Qaeda. I think it's Osama bin Laden. They're striking. They've been talking about this for years. I mean, I knew this. But I didn't think much. I said, dude, it's probably a mistake. He said, well, maybe you're right, Tom, but let's just watch. When the second one, it was a big commercial, a civilian plane. Bam! We looked at her and said, it's terrorists. Dude, we're on attack. So yeah, then I had to get ready to go I took a quick shower. We went to work. We kept watching TV. We worked a little bit. We had a frame, this one wall in a project house. Reframed it up, but we just kept watching the TV. Our minds were thinking about those people. The people that were losing their lives in these flights. And then when we saw the Pentagon get attacked, Flight 93 go down. We thought about those people in the trade towers. The paramedics go around. When we saw the towers start go down, after the second one down, we were like, dude, I can't do this. And then I was like, I can't do it at all. I just can't. I need to get out of here. I can't concentrate. I think about those people. I think about the towers going down. So we were like, you know what? Let's go golfing. I said, let's do it. So we punched out. I think it was about. Goodness, I think it was about 10 o'clock. We just wrapped it up and said, let's go golfing. I called the golf course because I didn't know if they were open or not. Took me 3 times. I called them up because the lines were busy. People were scrambling the lines. The internet is down. All kinds of stuff. I mean, a lot of times the cell towers were down or jammed. People calling like scrambling like crazy, reporting the stuff. So I called the golf course down the street, Meadow Park. I say, hey, you guys open? Because I just want to make sure because I know a lot of things are closed down because of terrorist attacks. They're like, no, we're still open. I'm like, good. I said, they're open. He said, good. Get your clubs. Let's go. So we went down there. There's hardly anybody. There's like 2 groups down there. We had all the time. I remember we would go down there. Sometimes the holes we hit 2 balls apiece, and then we would play our best shots. If it was the first or second shot, we just wanted to have a good time. I remember we had a couple beers. Yeah, it was fun. We just needed an escape. But to get back home, I just want to find out what's going on, what's up to the update, what's the play-by-play, what's the scoop, and I remember I called him. I said, dude, there's no way I'm gonna be able to go work. He said, don't even bother. He was like, he's like, my dad says we can take the rest of the week off. Just be with your family, be with your loved ones. It's just too much. It's too much for all of us. And ladies and gentlemen, it was too much for everybody. It really was. People were really scared. That's why everything canceled. Concerts, sporting events, plays, everything was canceled. All the big things because people were scared to go out. People were scared that the terrorists were going to strike at buildings, bridges, tunnels, or if you just if you ride the train or a bus. That's people were scared about. That's what I found it too. People were scared to just go out, thinking terrorists going to fly these planes, dropping bombs or missiles on us. Or just go down the street and doing their AK-47s and start mass shooting. That's how the fear struck in all of us. But after come around, as we all know what happened, especially when the Mets played the Braves that one night, that was something special, very special. And I remember as well too. I remember when the Yankees kept making what's so funny was that was a year that the A's won 100 games and the Mariners won 116 games, tying the 1908 Cubs. But the Yankees beat us in 6 games? But I kept thinking, it's like, you know what? This is a year. This is a destiny for the Yankees. It's New York. They're a couple miles away for the trade towers, ground zero. I said, this is destiny. And I remember they were down 2-0 to D-backs in the World Series. They won the first 2 up a Bank-One ballpark called Bob. But the Yankees, wow. And George Bush, that sensational Game 3 pitch, whoosh, just laid it in there. Perfect. I think it was the Yankee goal, and the mystic, the destiny goes put it in there. And there were some great memories. We all know what happened. Yes, the D-backs won in 7. But the Yankees, when they did do that game, the next 3, it was destiny. It was majestic. It was New York fever, baby. Crazy. Anyways, I can get out of here. Much love and respect for you and each other. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, we should never forget. We should never forget. We can live on and move on, but we should never forget. I'm out of here, Mike Drop. Peace out.